Hey folks, welcome to Economic Observations. My name is Chris. Today is Friday, the 20th of August. Thank you so much for watching. This video is sponsored by the Tanzania School Foundation, a nonprofit near and dear to my heart. There are links in the description to learn more. And as always, I appreciate you. Today we're going to talk about the backlog of shipping, how the global shipping crisis could ruin our holidays, the items that you will want this holiday season, or more importantly, the items that the retailers so desperately need on their shelves just may not be there in time. There is a port, Ningbo Shushan, which overlooks the East China Sea, 124 miles south of Shanghai, is China's second busiest port, and it handles approximately 29 million 20-foot shipping containers every year. At the time of this writing, there are 50 ships waiting to dock at this port. But due to COVID restrictions, it has been closed for over a week after a member has tested positive for COVID-19. With still no word of when it's going to reopen, many ships have been diverted to alternate ports. But that is just making the backlog even more grim at the other ports. Unfortunately, this is just the tip of the iceberg. China has 8 of the top 10 busiest ports in the world, and they are running well below capacity because of COVID-19 restrictions. From Shanghai to Hong Kong to Xiamen, ships are in long queues to unload. And we know that many ships are anchored off the coast of California in San Pedro Bay, awaiting access to the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach. And this has driven the cost of shipping for containers through the roof in recent weeks. The cost of moving a 40-foot container from China to Europe is currently $14,000, 10 times what it used to cost. It used to cost about $1,400. The cost is now $14,000. There's also a lack of shipping containers in China due to the Ever Given's blockage in the Suez Canal. They have not regained the amount of containers, and that has just increased the price of everything, because not only is the price of shipping more expensive, the price of a container is way more expensive. And folks, this is going to force shipping companies to charge higher freight rates to cover the cost. And at the same time, the weather in South China has been riddled with typhoon alerts, causing even more delays. Some major importers are actually balking at the shipping costs and chartering their own ships. Home Depot did this in June. The price of shipping a container from China to Europe and then Europe to America has only still going up in price. As to whether this will continue, it's extremely difficult to say. Some freight companies have ordered new container ships to help address the shortage, but a shipping vessel can take 2 to 3 years to build, so it's not going to make a difference anytime soon. Perhaps we'll be lucky and the situation will steadily improve from here. Some boardrooms are actually talking about manufacturing their own products here. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? Instead of having globalization, maybe globalization will give way to regionalization. We initially went to China and overseas to have things made because the prices were so much cheaper, with the cost of getting it from there to here so much less than it is today. Would it actually be a little bit cheaper if we just made it here and didn't have to rely on these exorbitant shipping costs, as well as these delays in getting it here? Maybe this will be the catalyst that brings things back to America. Is one big issue, and that is Christmas. All those ships that diverted from their usual China-Europe route to help serve the United States are cutting such a fine line to get it back to China in time to restock. The crossing takes about 45 days to then leave China by about mid-October to make the 35-day crossing to get goods to Europe in time for December. If there is still congestion at the Chinese port by October, that may not be possible. The longer the shipping crisis continues, the more Christmas will be in trouble. It could become a huge news story in the weeks ahead as everyone looks forward to a normal festive holiday season, and many retailers are desperately in need of a strong Christmas 2021. They need to make up for what they lost due to the COVID-19 restrictions. If an old man in a red suit with the sleigh could really take care of everything, wouldn't Christmas be merry? All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. My Christmas will be merry without the need of all the things from China. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you. Would love to know your thoughts. Will Christmas be saved? Mine will be. Have a lovely night, and we'll talk again real soon. Enjoy your weekend. Call someone, tell them you love them.